happy Vlogmas Day 19. I'm gonna move the advent calendar with y'all. As usual, Brian and Nash are all on the walk. I'm about to make some coffee, and then today we have to really put the pedal to the metal with like cleaning the house. We've got to like clean bathrooms, wash sheets and stuff. I explained yesterday that we have a good friend coming to stay with us because they're having to drive from Colorado to Mississippi with all of this mess. Anyway, we just want to have the house ready for them. I haven't seen them like all year. So I haven't seen her since February actually, because we did get to go on my bachelorette, but at the time my friend was pregnant. So now I get to meet her baby and I'm so excited. So anyway, this morning I have a lot of dishes to put up because I made that hummus yesterday and we made those peppers yesterday. So I've got to wash some platters, and the neighbors were really appreciative and they really loved the hummus. So all of my worry about it being too salty, Brian came back and said it wasn't too salty. He just said it had a ton of garlic, and it did. The recipe, well, it wasn't even a recipe. This, I don't even know. I think I've just made it before, so I kind of remembered, but a different hummus in a cookbook that I had called for 3 cloves of garlic, and I always double things, so I didn't sit there and think about it at all. So I put 6 cloves of garlic to 1 can of chickpeas, and while it was super duper garlicky, it was really good. So highly recommend. I'll be sure to include like the write out of the recipe that I did end up using from my head. So hopefully you get some enjoyment out of it too, as long as you're not a vampire, of course. I pulled out my camera to tell y'all about this cheese, and Nash is like, I'll take the whole block, Mom. Sorry. Okay, I just had to tell you that you can fight me on this if you want, but this is the best cheese in the world. The extra sharp cheddar from Tillamook. In fact, they make a white one. I think they taste the exact same because, of course, as Brian now knows, yellow cheese is only yellow because they put annatto in it. They just put a coloring in it because I guess Americans think that your cheese needs to be yellow. We have no idea. Nash's favorite food in the world is cheese, and so he loves when I pull the cheese out for breakfast because I made my wonderful little avocado toast and I put the fancy salt on it this time so that you can see how big the flakes are. Oh, it's just really so good. And I just cut myself a piece of cheese instead of shredding it on top today and gave Nash a teeny tiny bits in his bowl. But we really are trying to cut back on the amount of cheese he eats, and he's not pumped about it. Brian had red velvet cake for breakfast. So we don't forget again today.
This might be it. Strawberry granola bar.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. I think I've seen that brand before. Who am I, Phyllis from The Office? I have an Earth Yum organic pop. It's a pomegranate sucker. And this is like the size of sucker that you get when you get shots at the doctor when you're little. This is the same brand as those gummies too. We always joke that Nash is just a little piece of Velcro, and he is part poodle, so he doesn't do a ton of shedding, but kind of in its place, his fur captures everything when we're outside. And I wanted to show you an example. In case you were thinking about some sort of like poodle mixed dog, know that while they don't shed all over your furniture, which truly is great, like we don't have to like clean off the couch and stuff often. Now, occasionally I will vacuum the couch straight up because this is what comes off of him, but this is the trade-off. Last night we went on a walk and he simply just sat down in some leaves and I pulled all of this off of him when we got home. I mean, this is just from one walk. So just be aware. Poodly dogs are wonderful, but their fur is Velcro. I talked about the hummus in the last vlog that I uploaded, but I never showed it to you. And this is what it looks like. Pretty basic hummus. But when I took it over to the neighbors, I topped it with some smoked paprika and some fresh cracked pepper. And it was very delicious. I mean, it's so simple. As long as you have a food processor, it's very easy. I guess if you didn't have a food processor though, you could use a blender. But the cool thing is you don't have to chop anything. Like I just throw the garlic cloves in the food processor first and then add all the ingredients. So if I make another batch later this Vlogmas, I'll definitely walk you through the steps. I was kind of in a hurry yesterday, so that's why I didn't show you. Look at him. He knows I'm about to ride and he loves to stick his nose up against the wheel. We have no idea why. What a weirdo. Nash, can you go get back on the bed? No. We're washing our sheets right now, and Nash just pulled the comforter off the bed, and it was on top of him, and I couldn't grab my phone in time. But that was so cute. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Look. Oh. Ride done. I ended up doing a 45-minute pop ride with Tunde, and it was really good. And I hit another personal record. I don't know what's gotten into me, or if maybe this knee injury has turned into like a turbo leg that's letting me break all my records, but it felt really good. It felt really hard toward the end, but yeah, it was good. I haven't done a 45-minute ride since my surgery. I was a little bit intimidated by it, but in case you were also in my shoes and like feeling intimidated by a 45-minute ride for whatever reason, just know that it's basically additional warm-up time, and that's pretty much it. So I'm pretty sure in a 45-minute class, you do 12 songs, and in a 30-minute class, you do like, I don't know, 9 to 10 songs. So it's really not that much of a difference. And 45-minute classes are what I used to do all the time when I had a gym membership. Like that's the only type of cycle class that they offered. So I don't know, it felt really good to have like an arm section thrown in there, but then you still feel like you got enough cycling done. So I encourage you, if you've been putting off doing a 45-minute ride, to try it. You needed some backstory before I show you what's going on. So a couple months ago, I made up this lunch really quickly and it turned out to be really, really good. So we're trying to recreate that right now because we just are not feeling any of the leftovers that we have in the fridge, which is a-okay because we're homebound forever. So they'll get eaten at some point, but I'm gonna flip you around and show you what this is if you're looking for something super quick to whip up with things that you probably already have at home. I'm boiling some noodles, just regular spaghetti noodles. Any noodle that you have in your pantry would be totally fine. And then over here, I have olive oil, 4 cloves of garlic, and probably too many red pepper flakes, but they just came out really fast, so we're gonna go with it. So you're just gonna cook this until the garlic is like a little bit browned and a little bit crunchy. And then at the very end, I'm gonna squeeze the juice of a lemon in there and then just toss it in the pasta, and that's all you do. And it is so delicious and so flavorful. Your sauce is gonna start to look like this, and then as soon as you see bits of them start to turn brown, you wanna take it off the heat really quickly and kind of push it back. This is very similar to that finishing oil that we put on top of that really good like tomatoey noodle dish, but instead of using all the tomato sauce and stuff, you're just throwing it over some noodles with some lemon juice. And maybe we'll go get some rosemary from the yard, but that may be good. The last thing that you have to do is just top it with either Parmesan cheese or Pecorino Romano. And I squeezed a lemon after the sauce was ready. I did not put it into the hot pan. Not for any good reason other than recipes don't usually ask me to do that. So, bon appetit, Brian. Well, we went to my parents' house for dinner and I didn't vlog at all, but you did see that really cute clip of Nash hanging his head out the window once we got into their neighborhood. So that was definitely a highlight, but it was good. My dad cooked us fish and shrimp, and we had some green beans, and we had these really good like roasted purple potatoes with Parmesan cheese and stuff that our family really likes. So it's good to see everyone. My older brother is finally home for Christmas, and he didn't get to come home for Thanksgiving, so that was a treat. And now Nash is pooped because he always gets so tired when he goes to his grandparents' house. So we're about to turn in for the night, and we will check in tomorrow for day 20. No, day 20. That's nuts. Today's the day. Our friends are coming in town. We're so excited, but there is much cleaning to do. So the first task on my list is to put the sheets on the guest room bed. And then Brian is gonna tackle the bathrooms because he's a saint. And then I'm gonna make up our bed. I feel like there was something else we needed to do. Oh, mop the bathroom. I guess I'll do that. Okay, I've cleaned my part of what needed to be cleaned, minus the mopping. And now I'm running to the store because I think we're gonna cook in and have like a big like appetizer spread for us, and Brian's gonna make drinks. So I'm headed to my favorite grocery store to go get everything that we need for that, and I'm so excited. So I'll try to show you more at the grocery store this time, and we're gonna make some hummus this afternoon, so get pumped. Brian just got mango yo-yos. If y'all didn't know, he's been trying to open these for the past like 5 days. And
Maggie got it on what, the first day of Christmas?
The second, yeah.
Second day of Christmas.
And he's wanted one ever since. And my mom, even last night at their house, told him like, oh, sorry, I gave the other one to Thomas. But little did she know.
Oh my gosh.
He got a mango yo-yo.
If I had to design a organic or healthy based fruit snack that was going to be available, this would be it. So.
And Brian's been cleaning bathrooms. That's why he's holding paper towels. He didn't open that.
No, so if when I
drool over that.
Eat the mango fruit snacks in a very quick fashion, so I can clean up.
Oh my gosh. Such an exciting day. Woo! And I opened, I can show you, one of these bars. The That's It bar. 1 apple and 20 blueberries. I've heard good things about these, so we shall see. Wow. You gonna eat it right now?
Of course. I didn't wait how many days of Christmas to not eat it now.
I'm home from the store, and I ended up not filming all that much in the store. I showed you just like a little bit of it because there was some confrontation at the deli counter, and I was not about that. So I got out quick. But it was also kind of a failure of a grocery store run because we were supposed to be picking up dinner for tonight for our friends, and they didn't have anything that we really wanted. And then Brian wanted Luke to try this beer, and they wouldn't let me buy the beer before noon. So it was just all around not great. But I can show you what we got. It is basically all of the ingredients that you need to make chicken tortilla soup. They make it so dang easy. And we didn't want to do like a ton of grocery shopping this week, so we thought that would be good. We also got a make your own pizza kit just because I thought that would be super fun. These non-bites that usually retail for like $5 were free because I bought $15 worth of these bulk dips. So we got pimento cheese because we thought that would make for easy sandwiches this week. Some roasted salsa that is delish. I don't know where it went, but the love dip is in here somewhere. I think it might be behind this pizza kit. And then I got some salsa like in a jar because we were out. And I picked it up before I got the other one, so it just is what it is. I also got, Nash, you want to show them? Some more Roro cinnamon rolls. I got some plain ones, and then these are cranberry walnut. I thought that would be really fun to eat on Christmas morning, so we're gonna bring that to my parents' house. Got some more tahini. We're gonna make another batch of homemade hummus to take over to either my parents or Brian's family. I thought that would be kind of a fun thing to bring along with us. And then some pretzels, rolled oats to make some more of those little oat cookies because we have 2 really bad bananas. And then some tomato paste because we were out, tortilla chips. And that's pretty much it. So now you can look at this cute shot of baby Nash. Oh, but that lighting looks so good on you. This is how easy they make everything. You can see it serves 4 for this chicken tortilla soup. It tells you everything that it comes with and then everything that you have to provide at home. And then it has the step-by-step instructions on the back. We're gonna whip this up. As soon as our soup was ready, a really special package arrived, and I want to show it to you. And I have to hurry and quick and open this now because Rhea comes today and her gift just showed up, so I need to go wrap it. So I have a really talented friend named Rebecca who does pottery. And so I bought a bunch of her stuff to give to friends this Christmas, except for this I gave to myself. So she made these beautiful platters and they're super heavy. And look, she signed it on the bottom, Rebecca 2020. So anyway, this platter, and then she threw in these dessert plates for free because she wasn't like super pleased with the glaze on them. Nash is not having all this wrapping. You don't like it? I kind of liked them and how it was kind of uneven. But what she's gonna do is try to get them to look a little bit more even like this, just an FYI. And then I also got my friend this little ring holder. She loves rings. And so I figured she could like put some here and stack them. And then this could hold any other jewelry, like any rings that maybe don't fit on this, or bracelets, or I don't know, things that you wear often, earrings. And then I also got her this really pretty platter. What you looking at, buddy? Come on. Come on. Good boy. That's a good boy. I just got ready, and I also did a little bit of editing this afternoon, so I got most of the empties video edited, and that should be up tomorrow. But Rhea and Luke should be here in like an hour, and most of the house is clean, but now I need to go and like Nash played all over the couch, so I've got to clean that up, you know, like do the little things. And Brian's at Whole Foods right now trying to pick up the couple of things that we couldn't find at Central Market, that other grocery store that I went to. So I wish him better luck than I did, and hopefully no one's yelling at the deli man. Brian had to do the most unfun homeowner thing today, and I'm very glad that he did it, because when we moved into the house, our middle bathroom, like something was kind of wrong with it. Like it works, the toilet definitely flushes, and yes, we're talking about the toilet, but sometimes it didn't flush all the way, and it's very unpredictable, and it's just not really a fun thing to go to somebody's house as a guest and like not be sure if the toilet's working. So long story short, our guests have been having to use this little like half bath. Shower and everything works fine. So we had to buy a new toilet. And then a plumber is coming out later this week to like test something out. We might not even need the toilet, and then we'll have to return the toilet. It's just this whole thing. So home ownership is great until it's not. You know what I mean? What do I have left to do? Oh, I'm going to put on real clothes. I'm going to change out, probably just take this little like sweatshirt off, because I'm actually kind of hot. It's like 60, I don't know, 65 here today or something like that. Yeah, and then I'll take you along with me while we get like our little appetizers and everything set up. So... Okay, by request, we're gonna make some hummus. So I just threw in 5 cloves of garlic. Now, to be fair, the recipe that our neighbors really liked called for 6 cloves of garlic. And by recipe, I mean just whatever came out of my head. All you do in a food processor is chop up the garlic first. That looks about good. So there's some minced garlic in there. And then you take the top off. And I'm gonna use the juice of 1 lemon, 1 can of chickpeas, and you do wanna drain this, but also reserve 1/4 cup of the actual juice in here, because it actually helps thicken the hummus a little bit. And then I'm gonna use about 1/3 of a cup of tahini. While it's whirring around in there, you just kind of pour olive oil to make sure that it's a good texture. So I'll show you all of that. Some fun facts for you. So the juice that actually comes out of a chickpea can, like the chickpea juice it's sitting in, it has a specific name, like fava something. I'll look it up. It's probably not fava. But in vegan cooking, that liquid is actually used in place of egg whites. So that's a little fun fact. And then also, if you didn't know what tahini was, I feel like most of us do, because hummus is super mainstream now, but it's just ground up sesame seeds. The more you know. So now I've added all of the ingredients. I'm also gonna throw in a teaspoon of salt in addition to the ingredients that I showed you. And then again, we'll be pouring that olive oil as it's grinding up.